I'm hitting the record button now because if anyone didn't see that, Haven's like, is this the same shirt that I wore last week? He goes, oh shit, this is the same shirt.
Fuck. Oh god.
Of course.
Just as he said it, I was taking a drink. Oh, my eyes are watering.
He should have done the sniff test.
Since there's going to be a lady present.
Alright, buddy, this is another episode of Coffee Talk, and of course, our co-host, Haven. We got Doy, and special guest is Kelrick. And this, we're going to discuss is YouTube. We're going to discuss our pros and cons, favorite moments, what we think about it, and we're going to end it off with recommendation for someone who's starting on YouTube, the do's and don'ts. So, we're going to start off on when did you start, and I'll kick this off. I started back in 2005, way back then, and I started doing videos for, I was playing Star Wars Galaxies back then, and I put them up, and I never thought I would be huge, I just put them up because I think of YouTube as history. So everything you've done, you record it as history. So you can go back and say, wow, I did that. And that's what I did. And I didn't blow up big time until maybe 2006 when I actually got featured on one of Hobbs' video. And that's when I really got huge. So that's how I started on YouTube. It was just... That was
his Battle for Orgrimmar one, wasn't it?
Yes. And that was just fun. I take it as just fun. Every day, I put up a video, it's fun. I just enjoy it. So, Haven, when did you start? And what made you start?
I started about the same time you did, my friend, but I had no idea that you existed. I had a channel called Deathcore Productions, because I'm smart. And it sounds really nasty, yes. It's a genre of music. Sounds like a genre of music to me. And I started making WoW videos, and a few people liked them, and then, I started seeing, I got up to 100 views on a video per one, and I was like, yes, I made it. 100 views, I'm ready. And then I got like 100 subscribers after that, and I was so proud of myself. And then this is when YouTube was getting rid of the, and you might remember the reward systems that YouTube had? Like if your video got a certain amount of views, it was put into this list.
Yes.
And it would grow, and you got a rank.
Too.
Yeah, badges, the little badges.
I've never even heard of that.
And
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, and yeah. Kanye West just came into my room. Yeah.
Could you punch him in the mouth for me?
Yeah. But yeah, that's how I started, and then obviously I met Tor, and then the best thing I can say is I latched onto his success, and now I'm here.
Little sucker fish.
I clawed on here.
Doy, how about you?
I actually started because in vanilla I was in a guild through a forum that my brother was on, a tech forum, and I had no interest in the game or the forum itself, and he was like, you're playing this game with me. So I found on Warcraft Movies, one of the guildies showed me that website, and I thought it was awesome. And there was all kinds of story things, and like people made movies with their characters, and
you can do
PvP, and I thought that was awesome. So I started to do that too, and upload them to Warcraft Movies, and then Google Video, and then of course Google bought YouTube and all that stuff, and YouTube blew up. And mostly I made PvP videos on different characters, and it was a lot of fun. And I used to put them to music, now obviously I can't because they're way more strict with the rules with copyright. So I had to change it up a little. I had to start talking over it, and I was like, well, what am I going to talk about? So then I just started figuring, well, this is funny to me, so I'll talk about that, and that's what it's become. Pretty much it.
All right, Q, how about you?
My turn. I actually started about, I suppose technically it would have been 2 years ago. I was playing World of Warcraft and filming my guild's boss kills started putting up videos on those just for my guildies to watch and enjoy, and I started realizing that I actually enjoyed editing the videos, putting cool music with it. At the time it was all copyright music as well, which you're not allowed to do. And then I just started playing with making videos for the actual public to see and trying to get the public to see, which was very, very hard. I remember putting out a video and sort of checking it every minute, just refresh. Has anyone watched it yet? Has anyone watched it? 10 people have seen it.
Because you refreshed
God.
it 10 times.
Then you
Yeah.
realize you made yourself that many.
And I'm like, they've seen it. Why haven't they commented? Why aren't they telling me what it's like? So that's probably a year and a half ago, putting out my first video for the public. And now I have 7,000 plus subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she has more collective fame than all of us on this podcast.
Yeah, well, of course. But I'm trying to think of what possessed me to actually start recording this stuff, because I guess it was just I wanted to show somebody like the game, but not having to like load the game up all the time, because at the time my computer took a year and a day to start up anything. So I used to record these things like, oh, you gotta check out this game, but you can't play it, you just watch this, it's just like this. And that was pretty much it.
I think I did it as sad as this sounds to try to make friends.
Aww.
And now you've got 2.
And now, thanks to last week's podcast, thank you, Apple, for
Here
watching
goes with the fake sponsors.
and giving me this new old iPad.
Also,
I love you very much.
This was
We
also
like to pretend
sponsored
that we're
by
sponsored
Papa
by
John's.
ridiculous things.
Get your pizza right now, and so come order your Papa John's if you're hungry.
Probably should have explained to Kelrick that we like to pretend we're sponsored by ridiculous corporations.
It's an ongoing gag.
One of these days.
I think the
we're
weirdest
gonna
thing
get
I have
sponsored.
is
Send me your energy drink.
I've never heard of that. That actually looks really
What
good.
is it? What is it called?
Energy
Strongbow.
drink?
It's
Strongbow.
cider, but it's pear cider.
Oh, pear cider? Oh my god, pears taste delicious.
Mine's not quite
around.
as delicious, I
See,
suppose.
when you hit the dizzying heights of 7k subs, that's what you get.
That's true.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I got
it's all rock and roll.
You stole that from a bowling alley.
I can see him
Yeah.
drunk, just sliding down, grabbing it, and running.
No. It's broken. It's busted, so they gave it to me.
Actually, this was, don't know if you could read that.
Bought and paid for.
Bought and paid.
Oh, it's clearance.
Wow, you know
Reduced.
what?
It's clearance.
Wow.
I guess, cheap is good.
All right.
If you're going to do YouTube, you've got to be prepared to cut corners.
You gotta cut corners everywhere.
Yeah.
You
'Cause it
guys think
doesn't pay
we're
for
wearing,
nothing.
you guys think we're wearing pants right now? No. None of us
I
have
don't
pants.
even pay for the game that I'm supposed to be making videos about at the moment.
That YouTube money, man.
There's none.
So let's get into the next question. How has YouTube changed your life? For me, I get to meet like all you guys.
Aww.
I meet like people, like half the people I got from YouTube, and honestly, a lot of the feedback when you make a video, a lot of that feedback actually really, they don't think, a lot of you YouTubers don't think that your feedback actually matters, but it does. It makes me, like, if I see a feedback, like those tanking videos for LFR, I get comments every day, and they're like, wow, this has helped me, thank you so much. I know you made this job so much easier for me, and it actually makes my day. Those simple little comments of the thank you. This has helped me so much. It really boosts up. Like, hey, I want to make more videos. Let's I'm waiting for the Siege of Orgrimmar. I'll make some more LFR videos and make the tanking guides for them, because it makes people really, they want the material, and if it's good material, you will always get positive feedback. So, Haven, you.
Well, for me, and I do apologize for everybody who watches that likes me, I haven't been doing videos for a while because I've been making 17 billion YouTube accounts to make Tor feel happy.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
That's awful.
How has it changed my life? I've met like I hate to seem like I'm copying off of you, but I've met so many great people on this thing. I met you. I met Q. I met that guy. You know, I got to when I started doing videos, I was watching Hobbs. Actually, he was the one that got me into WoW. I started watching his videos, and I was like, man, tanking seems so cool. So I'd do that, and then you know, because of talking to you on YouTube and being on YouTube, I actually got to talk to him in Vent. Like, I got to talk to someone I liked on YouTube that was like up there a lot on Vent. No!
Did you get your hobgasm when you first talked to him?
No, but I offered him a Toray and Friends t-shirt and he wouldn't take it.
Hobsgasm.
Hobsgasm.
I'm going to write that down, actually.
I mean, we all went through that the first time we talked to him.
I'm going to admit to having a hobsgasm.
I did too. When I first got
all I did was I was like, oh my god, hey guys! And then I was done.
I was pretty much like his Dynatrix videos where he would be like doing a commentary and Dynatrix would run in the room and annoy the crap out of him. That's what I did to Hobbs to get into the guild. I transferred to his server and I was just messaging him like, yo Hobbs, what's up? And he'd go, hey bud. And then not answer me, and I was just every day, Hobbs, and I ended up getting into a raid with him, like as a
sandbox.
Yeah,
he
box.
Said, hey, bud, and Doy was just all like...
He talked to me!
He talked to me.
I just would say all the time, just to be friendly. And I ended up getting in the guild and going on a couple raids with them. It was a lot of fun. But
not stalkerish at all.
All right, Doy, how about you? How has it changed your life?
To be honest, it's given me something to do when normally I wouldn't have anything to do. And by that, I mean, like, people are at work. All my friends have weird schedules and things like that. And right at the moment, I'm unemployed. So I can make videos whenever I want. I don't have to worry about, like, people being home. And now I kind of want to work at night, which I never wanted to do before because during the day, it's all quiet around here. And I can film, I can record, I can do my commentaries without any, like, the dog barking like it was before. And, but the same thing. Kanye West just hangs out in my room, and I'm like, dude, will you please leave? And that's, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. And I've met a lot of cool people, and I wouldn't be on the show right now if I didn't do YouTube. So it's an all around plus for everybody.
Why are you here
Except for
now?
everyone has to listen. I don't know. You know what? All right, see ya.
Don't mess with the settings.
Come back.
All right, Q, how about you?
Well, I think I'm just going to repeat what you've all said. Is the friendships I've made, the people that apparently I've touched.
Whoa!
You never touched me.
Not physically. Not physically.
I dream about it every night, though.
But you know what Toray was saying. You get the comments, you get the people that are so appreciative, and they truly don't realise how good they make you feel when they're writing that. And I literally, I'll go to my day job and I will take those people with me because I hate my job so much, and it's horrible when I just every minute I'm there I'm thinking of how I can get out of there. But yeah, so the people and the friendships and you guys, you know, all the YouTubers I come across, some of them good, some of them bad, and I wouldn't throw it away for anything, even though it doesn't pay no bills.
Right.
Yeah.
So we truly do it for the love of it, enjoying it, striving, trying to achieve something with it. A bit like in World of Warcraft, you've got to have something that you know, are striving to try and achieve. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's changed my life,
but it's made it better, I think.
But it's given me, it's a very, very nice hobby. I love it. And I spend every waking minute thinking about it, which drives me a bit insane sometimes.
Yeah,
I agree with you on the point there that you go to your job and you're like, how, like, you take the people's comments with you. I do it all the time because I'm like, I seen one on a video I did the other night, and they're like, oh my god, Darksiders is amazing. You know, thank you for putting this up. I wanted to see someone do a play of it. And I'm all like, I'm going to play that when I go home and record it. Because my job hella sucks.
I still get comments on a video that I was talking about earlier before we started recording that I did a 5.2 Frost Mage guide, like a DPS rotation that's super easy. and I didn't think it was exceptionally good, but I just threw it together, and to this day, even though it's way outdated, it's like 4 months old. I just got one earlier today. It was like, this helped me out so much, and I was like, and then I get out the dislikes, and everyone's like, you suck. You don't have this keybound. I'm like, yes, I do, you stupid. It's on my mouse. It's not on there.
Well, at least it helps you to ignore those people.
Oh, absolutely. The good far outweighs the bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so next topic. This one's a little touchy for, and don't take offense to anybody out there that actually done this, but if you became what I like to call Ray William Johnson, which means you make mega money off of YouTube, would you quit your job? Now, personally, I like to have this as a hobby because honestly, even if you're that big, put it towards television. No matter how good a series is, it's gonna have to end. It's gonna go downhill sooner or later. So you're gonna quit your job to find a career on YouTube that may only last, and then you just lost a job. And in today's market, That's job bad. Is extremely important. Now make a hobby of it. It's extra side money you want to have. But don't quit your job. I heard stories on people that on YouTube, they quit their job and then all of a sudden they're not making the money that they thought they were, and they're in trouble.
No one watches their videos anymore.
And they're in trouble.
They're done.
It's a fad. I mean, it comes in waves. I mean, everyone will be up there, then they'll be down there. And,
This can happen to anyone on YouTube at a minute's notice. 1 minute you're getting regular views. You might be, let's say you're getting 10,000 views a day, and then all of a sudden next month you're getting 3,000 views. You just cannot predict how the viewership is going to view your videos. You've got to constantly, every day, I would say, if you're not doing a video every day, at least, then I don't see how you're going to be able to get, even anywhere if you're starting just now.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, people would put out sort of a video a week, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And that was enough.
Now they need constant, multiple times a day, they need to watch something new because they've already forgotten.
And there's channels out there that'll do 5 videos a day, every day.
Total biscuit.
Back when I was doing videos, there were maybe 5 to 10 people that were actually making WoW videos. Now every little show schmo is making one, and it's people want to check out everything, so they'll look at your video for a few minutes and then go on to someone else because they're limited time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of the videos are shorter now, because the average YouTuber's attention span's 2 to 5 minutes.
Right, you got to cut to the chase. That's why you get the news people that are doing let's plays of a game, and it's a half hour every episode, and I like this person, and I am having trouble sitting through 39 minutes of this gameplay. You know what I mean? Right. There's got to be something else there. There's going to be some sort of production value. There's going to be some humor.
It's going to be based on their personality, I think.
Yes.
You watch for the personality. The content is an added plus. I watch 45-minute videos from very specific YouTubers, but only because I like to listen to them and I like their sense of humor or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Totally agree, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's other people that just try and imitate. It just doesn't work because you've got to be genuine. You've got to be true to yourself because people can tell.
They know.
They can tell. Yeah, they can see right through it and tell when you're trying too hard and you're trying to be something you're not. You're trying to be the next PewDiePie and you're just not funny.
The next
PewDiePie.
I'm sort of saying he's funny, but I don't normally watch PewDiePie.
Me either. I can see where he says some funny stuff in his montages and stuff, but I've watched entire videos that were of a series. I'm this whole thing is not hysterical, but there are bits and pieces of it that really are funny. So you kind of watch it waiting for that moment, which I don't think is necessarily quite fair to the viewer when you have to sit through 6 minutes of you screaming just to get to the one funny thing you said. But he's got a great viewership, so I guess I can't bash him.
He's doing something, right? He's delivering something to people that they want to see, and it's working for him.
I think it's ridiculousness.
I knew Q wasn't going to watch. I knew Q wasn't really watching PewDiePie because she's not a 12-year-old boy.
Right, that's true.
That's his
You'd
demographic.
be surprised how many people ask if I'm a 12-year-old boy.
Oh, that's awful.
in the comments of my videos if I'm not showing a webcam. Are you a boy or a girl? Are you 12?
Do you have
Well-
do you have parts, or is there just nothing?
All right, Haven. So on to you. Would you quit your job if you became super big?
You're putting me in a bad predicament here, because if I became super big,
I mean,
and
more
I
than
was
2 viewers, okay?
if I was still working at this job that I'm currently working at, I would quit it in a heartbeat, because I fucking hate this job. I really do. I hate it. All honesty, if I had a big viewer base and was able to do something like that, maybe I would ask for a part-time position with the company or something that I'm at. But I wouldn't outright quit my job, because, again, stability in the future is absolutely, erratic all the time.
Well,
You
a
can't.
part-time job, at least you still have security. Your job is there.
You have
can
security.
go full-time.
Yeah, you have your security, then you can do your YouTube, and if your YouTube's starting to, after a month or so not working out, say, I want to come back full-time. And you probably will get back full-time. But, yeah, I
Doy?
would never quit my job for that.
Really, Doy, you're unemployed, so if you had a job...
Doy, would
you
you
take
go
a
out,
job?
get a job, and quit? Just to
Absolutely,
do
I would.
YouTube?
I'd be so out of there. And the reason is because if it was that big, the way that I totally understand your point. Don't quit your job and ruin every future opportunity that you would have. But if you are that big and you're making ridiculous amounts of money, I can save it. So it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna, if I say, let's say I make $1,000 a day doing this, I'm not gonna spend $1,000 a day. So I'm still gonna save money, and I'm still gonna have something to fall back on. And chances are the job I have when I get that big is gonna suck anyway. So might as well quit, and it might offer me that's not the right phrase, but I might have more opportunities later on with something else when they say, oh, you can come work for this company or this whatever because you were so successful doing this. You know what I mean? So it could open doors as opposed to oh, now I can't get my job back at the Burger King. I'm so screwed. You know what I mean?
So if it was a job that didn't suck, that's a different story.
If it was a job that really didn't suck and was a successful thing for me, I probably wouldn't be making the videos anyway. I probably wouldn't have time.
You wouldn't
Sorry
need to.
about that.
I think it's situational. I think it depends on a lot of different factors. If it's just a straight up question like that, if you were rich and famous, would you quit? Yeah, of course. I think it's a no brainer. If you were suspicious about it, then no. If you're worried, keep your job. I'm not worried. I'm a maverick. Forget it.
Sorry about the disappearance. Kanye was getting lippy. I had to go take care of him.
You want to hit him with this?
No, I just got a Taylor Swift album and threw it at him.
Oh. All right, Q, how about you?
Yes, I'd quit.
Yes.
Yeah,
2 versus 2.
I would so quit. I mean, he must earn more in a month than what I earn in an entire year. Probably more than what I earn in 2 years.
You play
So
smart and
you'd only
thank you.
need 1 month's payment to have security for the next 2 years, and just
That's
to
what I'm saying.
to be able to then experiment with YouTube and see, right, can I actually get anything out of this? Can I pay my rent with this if I have all my time to dedicate to it? And that's actually what I'm hoping to do next year, as I'm going to be allowed some freedom next year to dedicate more time to YouTube, more time to live streaming, just to see if, can I push this to some other level? Because something that I think about all the time is regrets. I don't ever want to wake up old one day and regret never having had the opportunity to try it, just to see. But not everyone will be in that sort of situation where they have the freedom to try that.
Right.
I have a partner over there.
Oh, speaking of which, you can use him to help this goal, by the way. I know for a fact that there's a cult following of Mac cleavage shots people on the internet, and they want that as thumbnails for your videos.
Really?
Yes. Talk him into it.
He has no cleavage, so I'd imagine that's probably butt
All he
crack
has to do is just put those together like that. He just puts them together like that, and you take a picture. It's fine.
I might try that. See
out of
how
hand.
desperate we get.
You never know. You said you wanted to push it, so
YouTube.com/Alvanas.
Thank you. All right.
shameless self-promotion.
This one is next topic is going to be your best and your worst time on YouTube. I will start this one because I have the tragic story.
Uh-oh.
I've said this many times was... well, let's start with the best time. Best time was, many of you know, I got the shout out from Hobbs. And within 1 week, I went from maybe 100 subscribers to close to 2,000 in 1 week time.
Wow.
Damn.
And that was at Hobbs' peak of his YouTube career, and that was the best time. And I was all these subscribers, everyone's watching my videos and all that. The worst I would have to say was when YouTube started cutting all those subscriptions. I went from 4,000 subscribers all the way down to as low as 1,800.
Ooh, wow.
I lost that many subscribers in less than a year.
Now,
with
they're inactive accounts, why does it matter they're not watching anyway?
So, since January, I said, that's it. I'm putting it back into full gear. I went from 1,800 to what I'm now 2,300.
Just kind of stop you for a second, Tor.
Yes.
To answer Doy's question, when they did this inactive account thing,
I know they hit people that were actually...
They were hitting people who were active. So
and
there
just
was
unsubscribing them, I know.
There was probably about, he may have lost, you lost about 3,000 subscribers?
Pretty much around there, yeah.
Maybe half of those people actually still watched. That's a huge blow to his fan base at the time.
I remember that actually happened between me and Hobbs. Hobbs was like, hey, did you check out my new video on Skype? And I'm like, no, I didn't see it. And it said, you want to subscribe to Hobbs? I was like, Hobbs! I just flipped the camera around. I was like, look! It said unsubscribe! It says I need to subscribe. I was like, what the hell's going on with YouTube?
That same thing happened to me.
See, it happens to everybody.
I got unsubscribed from him.
I got unsubscribed from Q when she
Recently?
first did her videos. Back when they were tweaking this still, and she was first starting her videos. I subscribed when Hobbs gave the shout out the first time. I got unsubscribed the following week, and I didn't touch it.
I don't think it's ever happened to me, but then again, I frequent the pages that I subscribe to, so I would notice immediately. I can't, off the top of my head, think of it ever happening to me. Not yet, at least. I'd be pissed though.
So Haven, best and worst times for you.
Best times is, I'm gonna have to say right now, man. Right now, I'm living the dream. I'm getting 20 subscribers every 3 days. I'm good. I'm fine with this now.
That's really good, actually.
Well, ever since last week, I jumped from.
Ever since 3 weeks ago when this show started.
Ever since 3 weeks, again, riding them coattails. I'm just pushing them and pushing them. Yeah, I've been doing really good these past couple weeks. No thanks to this damn show. And I think that, I'm not putting a video out every day, but I'm putting some out every now and again. And people are watching them. I'm getting, maybe not huge views, but I can get probably 100 views every couple weeks. I'm fine with that. I'm just doing this as a hobby right now. It's not anything I want to pursue as a job. I'd love to later on in life, but that won't happen. Just like
never say never.
That's a wrong attitude.
Just never like having friends.
Don't be a Nancy about it, all right?
A Nancy boy?
Susan, whatever.
So worst time, Haven.
Worst time is, again, copying you. When YouTube went through this bullshit. All this, I lost, like you, half of the people that were on my thing. And, people were like, why did you stop making videos? I'm like, I haven't. You got unsubscribed. And they checked, and sure enough, they were unsubscribed. I get that a lot.
I'm like, hey, you haven't posted a video in a long time. I just put about 6 videos out in the past week. What are you talking about?
Well, it got to the point where I got YouTube messages from people asking me if I was dead.
So you had to actually respond to every one of those messages, otherwise you would have scared the shit out of a lot of people.
I would have scared the shit out of people. He's dead. He's been dead. Zombie Nazis from the moon came and got him. Like, Jesus. But
Alright.
yeah, those are my two.
Doy, how about you? Best and worst times.
I'd probably have to say like recently, the past like few months has probably been the best because I've come into contact with a lot of people, and it's been a lot of fun. There was a period a few months ago where I was doing like a video every day, and people actually watched them, and I liked it. It was fun, but I was really active. I was in a guild that was active. I was doing all kinds of. I was doing world PvP and raids and this and that, and it was relevant. Now I'm kind of taking it easy. I've not been playing WoW as much. I haven't been in a guild, so it kind of was like really good, and now it's starting to get kind of shit because I have no content to do, and
He's coming soon.
Good.
I don't know. That's pretty much it. I mean,
join the guild soon.
Good.
I don't know if I'm going to come to the dark side just yet, but
We have cookies.
it doesn't
We
matter.
got T-shirts.
I have cookies. You do have T-shirts, which is pretty sweet. But no, I'd say maybe about 4 or 5, maybe 6 months ago at the most was probably the best, and it's kind of trickling downhill. But it's coming to a point where,
Evening out.
it's going to go back. Yeah, because I've got a lot of stuff planned. It's going to be a lot of fun, and now that I have like active people to play with that are actually online every day or every couple days, not people I log in the guild them on. Like I check the thing and it's like so and so hasn't been on in 2 weeks, or I check the log and it's like everybody has left, and so it's coming
now
back around full
friendless.
circle. It's gonna be fun. And the live streaming that I've been doing recently has brought a lot of people. My real ID list is like maxed out now and I had like 3 people before. And it's a lot of people have been asking to play with me, which is awesome. It's a great feeling that people actually want to go out of their way to do stuff and help me out and run me through dungeons and stuff for no reason. And so recently it's been good and bad at the same time. But can't say it's been like the worst. Nothing terrible has happened. Other
Good
than
job,
my computer
Melvin.
almost catching
Yet.
fire. Yet. You never
Snidely
know.
whiplash. Get the little.
All right, Q.
Yeah.
Best and worst times.
Best, well, I suppose it's got to be when I chatted with Hobbs for the first time. When he was live streaming, I had about 86 subscribers, and I sent him a video. He's feeling a bit down, so I sent him a video to cheer him up. And next thing I know, he's calling me on Skype during a live stream, and about 2 hours later, I have 586 subscribers. So that was the beginning of just. The journey so far has been absolutely amazing. It's been up and down, hell of a roller coaster, but to be chatting with Hobbs. But I would say YouTube career-wise now is probably my highlight because I've managed to claw my daily views up quite high. I'm now over 3,000, 3,500 views a day.
Good job.
Nice.
Wow.
Which is quite it's quite an increase since I took a week off like a little while ago, and my views plummeted just from that 1 week holiday.
Yeah, you're not allowed to.
No, it went down to
This is YouTube, girl.
1,700 views a day, which is
Oh.
quite a lot, and it's just
Still,
come back
like-
up now.
1,000% more than me.
Me, yeah.
Well, yeah, sorry about that.
You do it a lot better. I do it like really half-assed, so I don't expect much out of it.
Well, I think it's just practice, to be honest, because if you look at the first videos I put up, they're terrible.
You get
Absolutely
better.
nothing
terrible.
to do
And I'm
with her being a
itching
girl,
to
Doy.
delete them. I just really want to get rid of them, but they keep getting watched. And I'm like,
Has nothing to do with her being a girl, Doy. I don't know what you would think. That
in real life.
no, they
Guys in
think I'm a
real
boy.
They think she's a 12-year-old boy, so...
Well,
think I'm
then
a
you
boy.
have more problems than people thinking you're just a hot girl.
Yeah, don't think about it too much because
That's
it's a
what
bit
Toray's
weird.
issue is. mostly.
Ah,
It's a bit
Q.
weird.
Q. Bring
They
the
love that bald head
pedophile community
face.
together.
I am out of here. Oh, don't.
Alright,
You
so
meet some weird people. The downside, though,
Oh, God, I know
Oh.
this
the
one.
upside is you make a lot of friends. You get to come in contact with a lot of good people that you wouldn't have otherwise. And then the downside is you get to see the other side. You get to see the
Toys R Us,
not
Toray,
so
and hop on
nice
this.
people.
the trolls, yeah.
Not just the trolls. You've got other YouTubers out there that just are horrible human beings. Horrible human
Yeah,
beings.
I've
And they
seen
will
some
trample.
Few.
They will trample all over their own mother if it will get them views, if it will get them subscribers. And unfortunately, you can't always tell who those YouTubers are.
But
True.
one time, I tramp over my mother one time for subscribers, and you guys just start bringing it up.
So that would be the worst part of YouTube for me, is the people that have no pride or dignity.
All right, so we're gonna.
I have another good point I forgot to
Go
mention. I happened to be in Swifty's live stream, which I never watch because he's never there. But I was talking, and I actually got a shout out from him one time too, and I think within like 3 hours of him saying my username, I went from like 40 something subscribers to where I'm at now, which is almost 600. Within 3 hours, it just skyrocketed.
And that was him just saying your name.
Yeah.
He subscribed to me too. He went to the channel on the stream and stuff like that. And people saw it, but it was a big joke about he couldn't spell it at all, and he kept saying it wrong, and he keeps typing in the URL, and it keeps giving him like a 404. He's like, I don't know what you want me to do. It's not working. Eventually, he got it, and that took off from there. And it was funny. And I almost put a highlight of it online, but it was just. It's kind of embarrassing, honestly. Everybody looking at it.
I'm kind of actually thinking about this. You ever heard of the Kevin Bacon theory, where
everybody's connected?
Everyone's connected.
Yeah.
In a way, it's like with us with Hobbs. Like each one of us have connected with him in the oh my gosh moment, and
and that's what connects us.
And that's what connects us.
That's kind of weird. I didn't think about that until just
the
now.
Hobbs theory.
I basically trolled Hobbs, like I said. I just bothered the hell out of him until he let me in the guild.
I promised Toray for the first 2 years of YouTube I was going to transfer us to his server, and I never came.
You're a bad friend.
I'm a great friend.
All right, so let's hit this last topic because it is going a little long. Any
Oh, gee, what a
recommendations
surprise.
you would give to an up-and-coming YouTuber? For me, I would say these are the things I like to see in up-and-coming YouTubers. Collab is the biggest thing you can do. Get your name out there, collabing with people. Live stream is really huge in getting new subscribers.
That's a lot of fun, too. I love doing that. I just
Absolutely
wish I had a better
a lot of
connection.
fun.
And don't, like Q was saying, don't copy someone else's work. Be original. There are some up-and-coming YouTubers that say, hey, give me a shout-out. Alright, I give you a shout-out, but your content is not good, so how are you going to maintain subscribers?
Are we going back to this again, Tor?
I'm trying not to lean to this
Hello.
person that I was...
Whoever that was.
Hobbs did a shout-out for this certain person, I'm not going to give names, and I subscribed to him, and his whole time while he's live streaming, he's begging people to get other people. I mean, okay, one time, but every 2 minutes he's begging, go get your friends, come have them watch, come on. You want to get people that want to watch you. They want to watch your content. They're interested. Those are the people you rather... there's subscribers, and there's what I call empty subscribers. Bless you, Mac. There's empty subscribers. Those are people who subscribe.
Fire
There's subscribers that... There's two types of subscribers. There's subscribers that you want to have, which are people who subscribe to you and enjoy your content. Then there's empty subscribers who just subscribe and never watch your videos. I want people that count. People who have feedback.
I don't understand the point of that. If I'm not going to watch any of your videos, I'm not going to subscribe. I don't need your crap
But
videos
people,
flooding my feed if
honestly,
I'm not going to watch them.
Hobbs does it. He'll go, oh, check out this person's video. And if the person puts out one good video, but the rest of them are just really bad.
Garbage?
Yeah, it's people, don't waste your time. So, Haven, what do you want to recommend to someone that is just starting out?
You're starting out in YouTube, just like Tor said, collab, live stream, get your name out there. If you can do it and not make yourself boring, do a video every day. Do a video every couple of days. Get hot girls for your thumbnail. But in all honesty, yes, do everything that, you can possibly do to get you out there and your personality in a good image out there. And that's all you really have to do. Be yourself. like we said before, people can tell if you're trying to be fake.
Yep. Doy?
They really can.
I don't. That's tough for me to answer because I'm still starting out myself. So I don't really have a clue what I'm doing.
But
I
use
know,
it as an
You've got
example.
connections.
Use it as an example. What have you learned starting?
I've learned that don't listen to what anybody says to you because chances are they're either insincere or they are completely being honest and they're just really stupid. Because I've had some really terrible messages sent to me, and I don't even know how it's possible that
sorry.
when I have 13 views on a video, why 4 people are so pissed about it. I don't get it.
Oh.
What did they say to you?
I had one guy send me. First, he commented on it a couple times, and I let it slide. And I actually answered his comments in like a constructive way, and then he got kept going, and I finally deleted him. Then I get a private message, and I'm paraphrasing here because I can't remember exactly what he said. I deleted it, but it was basically like you're an idiot, and everything that comes out of your mouth is complete like nonsense that you just made up. And I'm like. It was like a live comment. It was from an old channel, so it wasn't even on my Doizors channel.
It wasn't even on Doizors. Huh?
No, it was from my last one where I did PvP. I did arena videos and stuff like that, and which I'm kicking myself now because that's like a huge thing. But
There's always going to be people out there that like to tear you down.
Yeah, I just didn't understand why because everyone else like had
Never. This
just
is.
the one
I'm sorry,
guy.
I'm interrupting you, but to everyone watching this video, if you're thinking of doing YouTube, do not ever let a stranger pierce your skin. Right? Yes,
Right.
you need thick skin. They do not know who you are. They don't know you personally, and they will deliberately try to say the most hurtful things. And it is literally just to get a reaction out of you. It's literally to make you feel bad, and it's usually because you've got something that they want. They wish that they were as good as you doing it, and they can't. And if they could do it themselves, they would be doing it themselves.
Or they even wish that they had the courage to do it.
I've had that happen to me a few times. I had people that actually said some hurtful things where I'm like, you know what, I'm done. I seriously, it's just I've come across
headset off, mic thrown. He's done.
That's raid night.
That's my raid night.
I was gonna say
the
that's
swear jar.
Raid night.
Quickly to finish, what I was saying is that it really pissed me off at first and it really got me down. And then I went and I actually clicked on their channel and I read that the only things that were in their feed was how they commented on other videos. And I went through it. I'm like, well, here's one of him talking to like Tobuscus Games saying nasty things. Yeah. And then here's one of him saying it to Swifty, and here's one of him saying it to Hotted. And I'm like, oh my god, this guy just goes down the line. And then what really pissed me off about it is at the time on that channel, I had only had like 20-something subscribers. He had like 400 subscribers, and all he did was bash people. He didn't post any videos, but people subscribed to him because they thought he was a funny troll. And he really wasn't at all. It was pathetic. And then like months later, it was shut down because I saw another comment from him, and it was like, this is removed. I'm like, what? Clicked on it, and he was gone.
Just before Q starts hers, one thing I didn't mention is you brought it up. Haters. You can use them to your advantage, buddy.
Oh, yes.
They still saw your video.
Haters will look at your video, they'll say what they hate about your video, they'll tell you you're garbage, but they'll give you the time to do it.
And
you're like, thanks for the view, motherfucker, and then you'll leave. Go ahead, Miss.
All right, Q.
Well, yeah, just wanted to go on to say about people leaving negative comments. Don't ever let it get to you. It will be very hard at first, and it will take some time to build up this tough outer shell, which even then can be pierced sometimes, but only on very few
YouTube is
days.
high school, guys. YouTube is high
Yeah. I mean, when I first started out, and it was great at first, and then I started getting trolls, and people used to say, you're starting to make it now because you're actually getting haters.
Yeah, haters are the best.
You're starting to get somewhere. And it got to the point where I couldn't read any comments on my videos. I had to get Mac, my fiancé, to read all my comments before I did, just to make sure there wasn't anything horrible there, because it really got me down really badly. And then one day, I just started reading them, and I thought, you know what, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to let these people ruin it for me. I enjoy doing this too much, and you've got to pick out the positive ones and keep that with you, and ignore all the negative, and don't even respond to them half the time, because they just want to get a reaction out of you. So, and if it's that bad, remove, block them, whatever.
I talk to all my haters.
I've left some nasty comments. I leave them there.
Yeah, you'll get other people that will come to your defense, and
you will. People saying like,
nice.
"What do you go back to wherever?" And I'm like, "Whoa, calm down, dude." And I'm like, "You guys need to settle it." It's like, space it out, because it's like they start fighting themselves. Yeah, it's
two viewers were just going at it, like for like 3 pages. They're just going back and forth. I'm like, calm down.
But Tor, that video got so many views.
I know.
Yes.
They kept checking it every day to make sure that guy didn't answer.
No, YouTube's system is comments and dislikes will put your video up on the top of the charts.
I didn't know.
It's a weird system.
As Hobbes put it, riding the algorithm.
Riding the algorithm. Yeah.
That is exactly what it's like. But if you just keep making videos all the time, and know that unless you're coming from a job where your job was to make videos, your videos are going to be really shit at first. Mine was shit. Everyone's is shit, and you only get better by making more. So don't expect to make 2 videos and then suddenly go around to all the other YouTubers saying, "Can you give me a shout out? Can you like my video so I get more views?" You know, if you make the good videos and you keep doing it all the time, like every day almost, you start flooding YouTube. People will find you, and they'll subscribe to you. And they'll keep watching because they like what you do, or they like you more. Or first and foremost, they'll like you as a personality, and then they'll like your content second.
I've been
that's my
kind
best
of
advice.
a leech lately too. I've been a leech of other.
Kinda.
Yeah. I'll be watching your live stream or something, Kelrick, and I'll chit chat with you, and then I'll say something funny, and people all of a sudden start watching me. So now, like, I've got some viewers that are frequent in your stream. And I've got some people that are frequent in Patrick's and Hobbs, because I've been with them, and I usually strip naked on my character and run around with Patrick and troll him, and people think it's funny, and now I have like the same viewers as other people that are way bigger than me, and it's like just building. It's like a snowball effect. All it is networking. You just got to be nice to people, and people will be nice back. It's
just be genuinely nice. Don't go around begging. Don't go linking your videos on other people's videos.
Yes.
Just try and find people that you like to watch.
Don't go to Q's live stream and say that you're going to dress up as a girl and get banned by her mods because they don't like you.
You're pretty messed up about that, huh?
I'm
severely
really hurt.
I wanted to fight him IRL. I was going to 1v1 him.
I got timed out in Az's stream not too long ago, but it was pretty messed up.
I remember that rant.
Yeah. I tweeted him afterwards, and he actually like scolded the mod for doing it because it was like we're paying attention to the conversation.
Trouble.
Yeah.
I'm important.
I just remember I typed what I said, and I'm watching the stream, and I hear Az go, "Oh, and Doizo's got himself banned," and I was like, "Oh shit!" I looked at the thing, I'm like, "No, I can't type." But it's a lot of the same viewers, a lot of like regular people. Like people are coming together. All the viewers are like joining guilds together and starting to raid. It's really cool.
And you can share like viewerships. You can. A lot of YouTubers will be very selfish and think, no, these are my viewers. I'm not going to allow them to find anyone else. I'm not going to share them. But in actual fact, people will watch a lot of other people. They don't just watch you. They don't just watch me. And the interaction of all of us and the other people that aren't in this video today, people love that, I think. They love that. It's having a little group is really, really nice. Or at least I think that's positive.
I think it is too. I like it. And I was actually thinking about it the other day, and I was going to send you a message, but you were doing something, Toray. But people were like, I was B-Plan, who you know from your stream, Kelrick, and yours, that he bought a Minecraft server so I could play with him on it. Oh. And we made this huge world, and it's crazy, and I was live streaming on it, and he was playing with me, and I was like, this is ridiculous that somebody paid cash money.
I must get that ISP.
I can give it to you later, but it's awesome, and I can't believe that somebody would do something like that. And he was like, "Oh yeah, join this thing." And so I log in, I'm playing with him, and I asked him, I was like, "Oh, what do you use to like, host this server?" And he's like, "Oh, I bought it from blah blah blah." I'm like, "What? He pays to host this thing?" And then I felt bad, but everybody like wants to be friends, and it's awesome. So many.
I hate Minecraft, but I'll accept a free account from anybody if they want to.
I love Minecraft. I'm so into it. Into it. I'm going to play it after I finish with.
I have no one to play with.
Toray's forever alone.
I think that's probably it for the.
Yeah,
I think topics. So too.
So let's wrap this up. Thank you, everybody.
That was a long one.
It's a long one, but we got a lot of touchy topics. Links to everybody's channels will be below. Thank you, of course, my co-hosts Haven and Doi, and special guests Kelrick. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Kelrick.
Thank you,
for having me.
Bye, everybody. Till
See
next
you later.
week. Later.
Bye.
YouTube.com/.